Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Hometown Musician Spotlight. Tonight, my guest is Keith Jackson, and whoa, Nelly, it's going to be a good one Friday night
Yes,
at
sir.
Fox Point when Keith brings his triple dose band to Lansing, Illinois
Yes, yes.
for a free show at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
So,
we started at 8, and then it's from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
8 o'clock to 9:30. So,
Yeah.
well, thanks for being here,
Hey,
Keith.
but thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
Always good to see you, my
Yeah.
friend. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Keith, tell us, where were you born? Where'd you grow up? What schools you go to?
Man, I grew up in Gary, Indiana. I graduated. Well, I went to my elementary school was David O. Duncan School, which doesn't exist anymore, but that was back in the day. But I actually graduated from Wallace High School in Coastal Maryville, Indiana, and so it's just been a great time, man. Just playing music all through school. And of course my family are well-known musicians, so yeah. So that whole era during that time during like the 70s, through the 80s, has been really great for me. So yeah.
So what was it like growing up in your Jackson household? Who was the musical influence? Were your parents into it, or did you just pick everything up kind of on your own?
Actually, my dad. I mean, a quick story. My dad, Joe Jackson, which is Michael Jackson's father, and then my uncle had a group called the Falcons. So they had a blues band, in the early, like, between the 50s and 60s. And so my dad played guitar. And of course, I used to go over to Michael's in the house on 2300 Jackson Street to watch them rehearse before anybody knew who the Jackson Fives were. So that was a great experience for me.
Yeah.
And then also my dad, he taught Tito, and also he was teaching me and my brother how to play, guitar. But I was never at that age. I really didn't appreciate the blues at the time, and so they kind of grew on me. And as I got older, my dad ended up moving to Arizona, Phoenix, and I ended up moving to Phoenix, to be spend some time with my dad, and had it was just great to be able to perform with him because he was performing in Phoenix and Scottsdale, all these different areas, and I had the opportunity to play with my dad. And I was playing at that time. I was playing drums. Oh gosh, check this out.
You're a popular guy.
Yeah.
Probably Dad calling right now.
Let's see.
God bless his soul.
Yeah. But so yeah.
Well, Phoenix exposed you to a few things for the first time.
All right, let me see how I do that. I can do this. I'm gonna call you right back. I'm in the middle of the interview. I'm gonna call you back.
So was the guitar your first instrument you picked
Well,
up?
actually, no. Actually, during that time when I was in Phoenix, I was playing drums.
Okay.
And actually, I started playing percussion first. So to go back a little bit, when the Jackson Five was starting to rehearse, and Randy, their youngest brother, before he joined the group, he had a pair of bongos, and my parents bought me a pair of bongos. So we both started pretty much the same time, even though he's 2 years older than me. But I started playing percussion first, then drums, and then I started playing bass guitar at the age of like 15 years old. So when I lived in Phoenix, I got a chance to perform with my dad, and I ended up moving back to Indiana.
Yeah.
And then that's when I got involved with a band called Gary IND.
Love the name. That's distinctive. You can't forget that.
And so I was the youngest guy in the band at that age. I think I was like maybe 12 years old, and I got my first taste of playing on a professional stage. And then from then it's just been music pretty much all my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bass guitar and lead guitar. I mean, I see you play. Well, I've seen you play a lot.
Right.
And one thing I really enjoy about your playing is the emotion you put. You bring the crowd into it.
Yes.
I mean, with your words, your emotions, and your emotions, you bring the people up. And I don't know if you're consciously doing that, or if that's just normal.
Well, you know what? Actually, consciously, yes, because I feel like as a musician, I want my audience to join in with me, to enjoy the music and have a great time. Because that's, for me, that lets me know that I'm doing my job when I can see a crowd just revolve and start to have a great time and party with me. So that's a blessing for me. And I really enjoy that. Yeah.
Well, I've seen a ton of musicians right here on this stage mix with you,
Oh,
and you seem to be have no problem being the leader of the
Right.
band. You definitely have the charisma,
Thank you
or
so
whatever
much.
the kids say nowadays, Riz or whatever.
Okay.
But you got that on stage, and you got that presence. So
Thank you so much. Yeah.
let me talk a little bit about the Triple Dose Band. And
Okay.
if you don't mind telling me, who are the members of the triple dose band?
Right now, today, 2025, I have Danny Baird on keyboards and lead vocals. I have Jermaine Menace on guitar. I have Lionel Rice on drums, and I play bass and percussion and lead vocals myself. Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, when I saw you guys at the Greenstock Music
Oh,
Festival,
yeah,
so
that's
that
a
was
great
my
time.
first dose of the triple.
okay.
You know, what's better than a double dose? What's better than a double dose?
Yes,
a triple dose.
Triple
And
dose.
let
There
me
you
tell
go.
you, you guys brought it. I'm not sure if a lot of people were ready for that, but you know,
Okay.
I mean, you guys were really good and crisp, but you know, I love me some good old school funk.
There you go.
And I kind of want to ask you, how funky can the triple dose band get? Can you get like Dayton, Ohio funky back
Yes,
in
we
the
can.
day?
Yes, we
like
can.
maybe do a cover of Slide or something like
Yes,
that?
we can. Matter of fact, we do. We do our own. This is what I do basically. Like the old music, what I do, I take it and I kind of make it my own. I put my own arrangements to it. So like Jungle Boogies, Hollywood Swinging by Kool and the Gang, Ohio Players. You know, we cover stuff like that. But my thing is that as a musician, I feel it's my job to be able to play all genres of music. So no matter where I'm at or what crowd, I'm able to look at my audience and decide on what songs I'm gonna be playing that night. You know what I'm saying? To make sure everybody have a good time.
Well, one of those examples is when you play "Fly Like an Eagle."
Oh,
up
that's
there,
it, that's it,
because you
yeah.
know that's a universal kind of song. Everybody in the bar knows that and is right there with you.
Right.
And you give everybody a chance to do their solos, and there's just some tremendous musicians that you collaborate with. What are some of your other aspirations? Do you have any other aspirations other than holding a guitar in your hand?
You know what? Actually, right now I'm completing my. I have 7 songs that I'm working on, and they're almost done. I wrote a song for Michael Jackson's mother. It's a dedication song to her called Catherine. It's called Mrs. Jackson. And also I'm in the educational program. So also with this project I'm working with now, I want to bring education and live music to Indiana, and also with that song as a dedication to her for all the hard work and everything she done as the matriarch of our family. And right now, currently, I'm teaching at Lake Ridge Middle School every Tuesday and Thursday. Awesome. So I teach ages between 9 and I think it's 14. 9 and 14 is the kids. So man, I really enjoy doing that. And my thing is that for me, I was never into music to be famous or rich. Is that I feel like God blessed me with the talent, and I'm just using my time to give back.
Yeah, you're giving it back.
And that's the thing. Of course, I'm in the music business, but for me, I'm not. You know what I'm saying, as far as the famous part of it, because growing up and seeing everything that my cousins endured, being,
that was rough. There was sacrifices.
Especially for Michael, especially for Michael, and we just recently lost Tito, which me and Tito was very close, and but other than that, I mean, the music for me just been like a very how can I say it? It's like medicine. It's just been a great thing to be able to do. And spread the love, and so other people can enjoy, you know what I'm saying, the gift that God gave me to give back to the audience, and that means more to me than fame and anything else. So
we are so blessed in this Northwest Indiana region to have people like you that give back, as well as just our fantastic musicians, and seeing everybody collaborate and hearing their stories. So another thing I like to ask my guests, it doesn't always have a quick answer. Sometimes it has no answer. But if you had a chance to play any room or any venue anywhere in the world, whether that room still exists or not, you ever thought about what your pinnacle room would be?
You know what? I have to say I've been blessed to play quite a few arenas. I have toured with the Shy Lights. I also performed with my cousins, the Jacksons, and also. It just, for me, it's a pleasure to play anywhere.
Yes.
So like I said, I played the arenas, I played the festival stages, and I played the small stages like here at Finnegan. So really for me, it just being able to come in and perform and satisfy the audience, man. That's really where I'm at. I'm not really have a favorite place to play. But if I can if I can wake up in the morning and be able to hold the sing and play it, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? So
Is there any one other band in history or person that you would wish you could play next to or sit in or replace just for a couple days? Maybe for a whole weekend where you could live that person's life. Even.
That would be. I would love to collaborate with Marcus Miller or Stanley Clark. Stevie Wonder, people like that.
Yeah.
Also, among my favorite bars, rock band would be like Led Zeppelin. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, could you imagine?
So something like that.
Yeah.
And I have to say Santana, man, because me being a percussionist,
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the Latin music and everything as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
So those are my pretty top. Those are the type of guys that I would love to share the stage with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, is there anything you'd like to add? Anything I didn't cover? Any thank yous, kudos? Any?
Well,
You know.
well, Paul, it's been great, and I just want to make sure everybody have the correct information. This Friday at 8 p.m. from 9 p.m. I will be headlining at Fox Point in Lansing, Illinois. Come out, everybody, have a great time. It's a free concert, it's a free admission, and you guys are gonna have a great time. And I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing everyone.
Bring your lawn chairs. That's the only thing you need.
Yeah.
They will they have drinks if you want drinks too. But Keith, I have a wedding Friday night, so I really wish I could be there. I'm hoping to see some videos. But it has been an extreme pleasure to be with you. I know we're going to see each other a lot.
Yes. Matter of fact, I'm coming back here tonight for jam night. So I'll be here tonight for jam night, and I want to give a big shout out to Finnegan's too, because ever since I moved out this way and found this place and came in and started mingling and networking with the musicians, they made me feel at home. And this is really my fun place to come and just play music. You know, if it's rehearsed or non-rehearsed music, just get on stage and have a good time.
Every musician here feels at home here. There's nobody that doesn't want to come here, from the top to the bottom. So no doubt, shout out to Finnegan's for being a great host and a forever supporter of live local music. Finnegan's will never die.
That's it. All right, my friend. That's it.
All right, Keith. Thank you again, my brother.
I appreciate it.
And that is going to wrap it up for this edition of the Hometown Musician Spotlight. Until next time, peace everybody.
Peace. One love.